And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Tua going to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made up near the 35. A man who is both the prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Here's Tua. Throw out wide is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400 plus here and duplicate that honor again. So no. Play, and it's second down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darren Hall there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Tua sets up to pass it.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brian Asamoah.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, there
he goes right side. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Boy, of all the guys on the field to lose track of, how do you lose track of him? I think even he was surprised at all the space he had. You're just hoping your quarterback sees you in that spot. Fortunately, he did, and it leads to a gigantic play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Here we go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for. All of his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Darren Hall.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Colby Parkinson, 26 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Little short pass here to Hill. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21. down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and goal from the 1. Hunt is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane, his 3rd rushing touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive. The 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Stroud. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Some of the... don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
65 catch.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Oh, look at the juke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70. On the ball, on the ball.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before him. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brian Asamoah.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Tua going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Up the middle, Achane.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is complete. 7 seconds remaining.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here's Stroud.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Stroud to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Here's Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Texans will take over. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. Stroud working out of the gun.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to about...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions. Go.
Stroud.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out.
That is caught by Dell.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Stroud off the play fake. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover. But it will...
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Christian Harris
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Now Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Let's go now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18, pioneer.
Stroud on third down now. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
Come on, come on. Hey. Crack on 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Stroud now on second down.
He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Achane on the counter.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Marcus Jones
in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So Stroud and the Texans
down by 8. A minute 54 on the clock. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Now Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Stroud to throw it. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
18
Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. It is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the Texans are burning the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Drop 50, drop 60.
Here's Stroud.
This will be caught about the 5. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They got one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
To throw with Stroud.
That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got our set.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied. As it kicks away here. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. To dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play. But there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Stroud looks to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down. Stroud back to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he worked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping